All right, I have Courtney and Ben with me as my audience members today. Okay. All right, let me get this set up. All right, I am going to share with you guys today my vocation and my personal mission statement. My personal mission statement is that I will be an educator, an encourager, and advocate for all of my future students. As you guys know, I'm not a very spiritual person, but I do believe that it is everyone's moral duty to be nice to everyone and basically just treat everyone how they'd like to be treated in this world. I treat others the way that I would expect to be treated, and everyone has a right through their own beliefs and doing what they would like to do in the world, and also their opinions. I know in today's world that some people do not have that wide of a world lens, and I just really hope that that is something that I can pass on to my students, just for them to be open to new ideas, and they don't have to necessarily agree, but respect that everyone has the right to their own beliefs. I'm very open-minded and will listen and respect anyone's views, even if I choose to have a different view than them. I am called to use my professional skills in service to others by teaching. Parents are trusting me with their students 5 days a week for about 8 hours. That is almost as much time as they get to spend at home with their students. The things discussed and taught in my classroom will be with these children for the rest of their lives, and it is my responsibility to ensure them that I am preparing them with skills that will carry them for the rest of their lives. And society and parents are putting their trust in teachers to shape the future. The needs in the world that my skills and academic preparation have equipped me to meet is to be respectful and teach others to also be respectful. I have made mistakes before, and I believe that it is okay to make a mistake as long as you truly grow from the experience and you are sincerely apologetic about your mistake. I aspire to help others forgive themselves, open their minds and perspective, and respect all others. I recognize the responsibilities that I have to educate and encourage others in my society. The idea that work should support the well-beings of others and the common good in general, we rely on the work of others. This is from the Make Your Job Your Calling book by Dick and Duffy, and it's really just saying that everyone has a purpose and a calling in the world, and that we all owe it to each other to fulfill that purpose, because we're counting on each other for all the different purposes. And like I said before, parents and society are counting on me to educate their children and educate people that will positively affect our future. My ethical values I have as a teacher is being open and accepting, and those ethical values shape my commitment to being the best possible teacher to my students that I can be. When I'm a teacher, I hope I can be there for my students in any way possible and will have an open and accepting community in my classroom with zero tolerance for bullying. I never thought I would be a teacher when I was growing up. In fact, you guys know this, I actually despise teachers because of all the negative experience I had with school and also the teachers in my school. It wasn't until after graduation that I had realized that I could be a teacher and do everything in my power to prevent what happened to me happen to someone in my future classroom or someone in the school. I wish, looking back at it, that I had a teacher that could have made that difference in my life, and I hope one day I can give back and make a difference like that in someone else's life. I don't want my students to ever feel the way that I did, and I've always been very smart, patient, and I've also considered myself a leader. Those are all qualities that I believe all teachers should have. There will be many more experiences I face in my future that will continue to shape me into being the best person and the teacher that I one day aspire to be. My journey says a lot about the ways I will be best engaged and challenged to grow in my profession and self-understanding. I'm very open and willing to try new things. As a teacher, every student learns differently, and so it is important for me to be able to open up the way I teach to ensure I'm meeting the needs of all my students. I want to be their biggest cheerleader and help them soar over their goals they didn't even know that were possible. Experiences I have faced to help me with understanding of the purpose of my profession include completing the education program at Grandview University, being in 4 different classrooms and getting the experience of what an actual teacher would do every day and what they're faced with their students. Also, tutoring students has helped me learn how to work one-on-one with students and also build those relationships that one day I'm going to need with my future students. And also, I did pass my Praxis 2 test, which is the teacher licensure test that you have to pass before you can get your teaching license. And I passed both of those, so I officially have that. So along with being mentally prepared, I am also cognitively prepared by passing the 2 tests that you need in order to be a teacher. I can't wait to one day have a positive relationship with all my students and build respect and trust with students in my actual class. My model presentation was over Jennifer Yulee Wells. Jennifer Yulee Wells was my professor at Grandview University, and she has very strongly influenced me in helping me decide my personal mission statement and the kind of teacher I wanted to be. Jen's passions, like my own, include improving the quality of life and educational opportunities for children, families, and educators, as well as offering more comprehensive services to support school system and understandings of mental health and student needs. Jen has influenced my personal mission statement of being an encourager, educator, and to advocate for my students. My calling, vocation, and profession is very rewarding, and I am so glad that my journey has led me to the path of becoming an educator.